I am your audience.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the way Lucy is acting?
Yes, she has all the symptoms of classic hysteria. She acts frenetic, her face is pale, and she plays games like a little girl instead of a woman.
It began 3 days ago. There was a great storm. A greater storm than any of the local fishermen could ever recall. Boats were smashed against the large rocks that ring the harbor. Waves climbed to record heights. There was a panic amongst the tourists on the beaches. Then, out of nowhere, a ship appeared on the horizon, and at that moment the tempest broke. Then came the fog, a mass of dank mist that seemed to close on all things like a gray pall.
What has this to do with Lucy?
We were right here, on the east cliff, watching it all. Something not human came with that ship. I'll never forget Lucy's face as she watched the ship race towards the harbor. It was as though at that moment a spirit was communicating to her across the sea. And then there was that corpse that swung horribly to and fro at each motion of the ship. Even the panicked tourists were entranced by the sight of that dead man lashed to the helm.
I know, Arthur and I heard about the ship on our way here.
Lucy talked about that ship for hours. Then it began.
What began, Mina?
The sleepwalking. My room is right next to Lucy's. I heard her toss about the first night, moaning so despairingly that I went to see what was wrong. I couldn't wake her, and her eyes were open and she cried out, "Yes, master, I am here!" Then went back to sleep. I never did wake her.
Yes, master, I'm here. Strange.
It grows stranger. I heard her get up the next night. I followed. I watched as she walked the curved path to the stone bench where we now sit. The moon was full. She stood so still, her eyes fixed upon the sea. Then she raised her arms as though she was embracing something or someone invisible. I looked to the moon to see what she was looking at, and I saw a bat hovering no more than 20 or 30 feet above her.
A bat? With a wingspan like so?
Yes, what is it?
For Lucy's sake, I hope it's nothing. Go on.
That was yesterday. I took my late afternoon nap, and when I woke up, the sun had gone down and Lucy was gone. I came here. There's an old stone monolith. You see it there?
Yes, of course.
I hid behind it and watched. I saw Lucy sit on this bench, alone. Then, a tall, dark stranger appeared out of nowhere. Lucy had a book of poetry in her hands. The stranger took it from her. She turned towards him as though hypnotized. I called out, "Lucy, who is that?" Then the stranger whirled around and glared at me. I'll never forget those eyes, red and gleaming in the dark. Then he vanished into the night. I called out again, "Lucy, who is that?" Then she turned towards me and smiled in a way that I will always remember, and said, "Why, dearest Mina, who could you possibly be referring to?"
This is just a story, a tale.
Which you want me to deny because you need facts, evidence, but I need no science to tell you that Lucy is possessed. By what, I don't know, but I do know she is not the Lucy Wenstrom that I once called my best friend.
You are right.
I'm right? You believe me?
More than you know. You did not see an apparition, Mina Harker. I've been on his track for so long. So long.
For goodness sake, whom are you talking about?
Count Dracula, the master of the undead.
But my husband...
Jonathan Harker escaped from the Count's castle a few weeks ago. He is safe, but he could not book passage. His return to England was delayed. But he did send me the warning that brought me here.
And Lucy?
I'm afraid there is no time to lose. We must get to Arthur and convince him. We must watch over Lucy tonight. For we have not just her life at stake, but her mortal soul.